Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review. It's Monday, so let's start the week properly with weekly charts. Let's see where we are on overall the big time frame, and then we can go lower. We had a really nice event last week. Some people are upset, some people understand the opportunity here. Well, let's start with Bitcoin on CME on weekly. I think that's the best approach. Share the tweet I posted here. Let's see there you go. I'll post it in the chat. So maybe more people want to hear our 2 cents about the market. There you go. Okay. That's the CME chart on weekly. For the moment, people, for the moment, what do we have here? That's the first thing we need to watch. We have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. So the structure on weekly is still up. It's pointing in one direction. Warning signs, yeah, we had here exactly in the top, we had a lot of warning signs. We saw what happened next, but the structure is still bullish. Will reverse here at some point in time this month and will make an M, will make a 3-bar fractal top, an ugly one. Who knows? We'll have to follow and see what is next. Indeed, look at this one. Yeah, you have to consider this one. This is a high, this is a lower high on weekly chart on OBV. It's a potential bearish divergence on OBV on weekly chart. I think it's important. Here the same, potential one, but is there on weekly. Okay, so that's what we see on CME. An uptrend here. It's clear we are opening with a gap the week, but remember it's Monday. We can close this gap easily this week. So if we see that on weekly, let's see what we have on daily. And I'll put the drawings and I'll go on daily a little bit. Well, on daily, if you remember, this is the drawings we have. We discussed about, well, a retest here is nothing bad. On CME chart, we don't have that deep, people. We don't have that weak to the downside. The price was, the lowest was 113. That's it. In the long reload zone, coincidence, random level. Support, nothing unusual here. Yeah, nothing unusual on Bitcoin on CME. Well, we did an SFU here. The market didn't sustain this move. What do we think when we see a breakout? We consider that is a fake out and we dumped back down. Overall, this is a range. Look at it. From this moment, this is a range from July 2025. We have a big range. I was hoping for pump chaser zone here, closing this small gap and W and pump. Yes. It happened? No. We dumped straight into the long reload zone for a reversal. For us to think higher, or even think top of the range, we need a W here. This pattern here. If I'll see this pattern here in the long reload zone, yes. If the market will go and close the gap here at 110, it's easy peasy for the market now to come and close this gap, maybe even SFU a little bit here. Take this level, but not this one. Then, okay, if I'll see a W after that, I could flip on daily. I say, well, I'm bullish, I'm buying, I have a structure to consider it here. But for the moment, we just had a dump in the long reload zone. We have a good location to think long, but nothing more than that on daily. Interesting times to be in crypto. I saw a lot of people panicking. I saw a lot of people losing money. Even in Crypto Traders Arena, we had a couple of people losing a lot of money. People, we suggested to buy spot, to invest on spot. If you bought on spot, even shit coins, if you bought them on spot, it's okay. If you over leverage yourself and as a day trader, you didn't respect the total risk we recommend, then yeah, you have a problem. But if you recommend the total risk, let's say we accept 4%. Let's say you put 5 because you are greedy. 5% total risk. Let's say you got some slippage on the dump and you lost 10% from your trading account. 10% is recoverable. It's okay. You can recover that. It will take 1, 2, 3 weeks, but you'll recover the money. You'll come back up with your portfolio. But if you didn't respect the trading part, the rule of the total risk per portfolio, then yeah. I'll be honest, I was a bit, I don't know, sensitive in the weekend because I saw some ugly messages. But after I cool off a little bit, I come back on my desk. The conclusion is not so many people lost their money, and a lot of more people saved their money because they are in crypto traders arena. So overall, okay, with small exceptions, we are okay. Overall, more message of the one you saw posted in the chat. Thank you. You saved my trading portfolio. Without crypto traders arena, I'll be liquidated now and no money. So overall, I think we are doing a good job here in crypto traders arena. We'll have cases that they will not listen and will lose all the money and they'll do stupid things. Yes, unfortunately, we cannot save everyone. I lost some money. Yeah, I lost all the long positions opened in the futures market. I had a lot of positions risk-free already. Was some potential profit there. A lot of profit there. And that dump, everything was gone. Even some ugly slippage to close my positions. So yeah, but that doesn't mean it's something unusual. Sometimes in the market, they'll reset everything. It's not the first time we see. Okay, let's look at the charts. So here, if I'll see a W on daily on CME, that will be a good signal for me to say, well, look at the W. We can pump back at the top of the range. For the moment, I'm not thinking above all-time high, people. If I have a range, I'll think the range game. Here, below 61.8 and lower, I'll hunt W's for long ideas. Simple as that. Yeah? Orange swan, Andrei, this time. It's a orange swan. It's not a black swan. Okay, so that's the CME. What we said last week. Yeah, everything started with that Reddit post. And I said, well, I don't believe the Reddit post. Probably it's fake, but it's fake, it's not my business. Let's see my study. Let's replicate that study. Let's see what the fuck I get. And people, behold, I'll put monthly chart. Okay, this is the index. The cleanest chart, I think. Well, 426 days. Okay, 1 year and something. 1065 days. Well, that's something. The kind of 3 years. Okay. The next one from 2017. 365 days. 1 full year. Okay, that's something nice. Let's see the bull from the top, from the bottom to the top. Trying to replicate that study. Well, coincidence. 1066 days. Well, maybe we have something. Let's see from the top to the bottom. Again, 365 days. 365, 400 and something. Well, Bitcoin was new, maybe wasn't so accurate. Okay, we have 1 year with 3 years. And now, if you replicate that study and you say, well, okay, let's take from the low to the top and let's see how many days we have. 1065. And I posted this chart everywhere. I posted in the chat and I said, people, look at the numbers. Something is fishy here. And look at something else. Let's draw a trend line. Okay, we can draw a trend line from this top to the next top. And let's see if it's respected. So I took this one with this one, and if you look at this chart here should tell you something. One attempt, second attempt, the third attempt. When I was posting about this one, and I said, well, people, probability of rejection here, I'm not calling tops, but probability of rejection is big here. Some people, well, no, we just need a weekly close above, and we'll pump, and we'll go straight to the moon. I was even discussing with Stefan. Stefan asked me what the people said in the comments. They said that this time is different. So, the warnings, yeah, we had them. We post, yes. If I post and people didn't listen, it's my fault because I didn't post in such a manner to help people. But I think people, if you are on spot, nothing you can do in a situation like this. You just let the spot there. You just let the bags there, and maybe buy more if you'll dump. If you'll notice, if you'll do a study, a Bitcoin versus altcoins, you'll notice that the altcoin season started here in 2017. The altcoin season starting here in 2021. And probably if this is the top on Bitcoin, the altcoin season is starting from now on. So I don't see why people are so upset because, well, we dumped. Of course we dumped. Everyone was long. Last week, we got the money from the FTX. A lot of money. Who in his right mind would think that that money will stay in the people's pocket? They got their money. The hype was made for them to go and put the money in the exchanges. They cleaned it up. And now the money is back in the right pockets. Simple. It's not possible, people, for a bull market to start without a reset. It's not possible. Look at the last two bull markets. Look what happened with altcoins in this dump. 1, 2, 3 weeks. Look at what happened with them. Look what happened with altcoins here before we start pumping after the top. They got a clear reset on daily chart, on weekly chart. So thinking that this time is different, no, we'll go straight to the moon because now it's different. Doesn't work that way. Now, from these lows, yeah, we can get 20x, 30x, maybe more on some altcoins. But from the lows we just made. Some coins, they have the lows close to zero. But that's how the market is working. They cleaned up all the FTX money. They cleaned up, my guess is that all the millionaires made on meme coins, they are gone. No money anymore. You saw on Hype what happened. Morning, Christian. Yeah, so I consider from now we don't have any leverage left in futurist market. All the big shit coins are clean. Bitcoin even, it's kind of clean. Ethereum is clean because a lot of people said, well, no price below $4,000 this time. Especially when we got from, I don't know, 4,200 to almost 5,000. So I think we are clean. We can start over again. From now on, you'll see this week, next month, all the setups we have will work a lot better. Yeah? The setups will work a lot better. Last week, you saw Stefan posting, well, I'm getting front run here and there and there and there. Well, the market was behaving nasty for one reason. Yeah? They didn't respect the TA. I don't know how to say it. Maybe I'm wrong. The exchanges knew and they prepared themselves for such a dump. Yeah, they didn't respect any stop loss. Even if you had stop loss in that dump, if you had a big position, you're out. They didn't respect anything. they push the prices a lot lower than they should push the prices to be damn sure that they will clean everything. They took all the money possible. No more money to be taken away now. They need to build another narrative. They need the public to buy back again. Not here, not now. In 1 month, one couple of weeks, they'll push the prices up, most probably. The public will they'll try again. And people, if in 1 or 2 months we'll have another dump, that's the beginning of the bear market, in my opinion. And we'll have another dump, that's for sure. Okay, enough rant about studies and about what is in the past is in the past, what we can do from now on. First, let's watch what will happen if this is the top. Could be, I'm not saying it is, if we'll accept above this high and we'll accept above the trend line, okay, we can say, even not accepting above the trend line, just tagging it, we can push forward. I don't consider this month closed yet. We have 18 days. Let's see how this monthly candle, because we are on a monthly, how this will look at the end of the month. Okay, now let's go back on lower time frame and let's see what we have. I'll go on weekly on Ethereum. There you go. On Ethereum, unfortunately, okay, we retested this big W. We are at the top, but a warning sign that should make us extra careful on weekly. And nice rejection here. Look at this candle. We retested. This candle needed a retest, but we formed an EM and now we have another EM. So, in my humble opinion, the best case scenario is we'll push a bit lower, we'll form some W's and we'll push back, we'll form a range, a big range here. Nobody will convince me that Ethereum will exceed $5,000 and will go to 10 until I'll see the market closing above 5,000 from now on. The best case scenario, like I said, we have strong support here. Okay, I get it. But until I'll see a weekly close above 5,000, I'll consider it a range. Not bearish, but a range. Now, if I'll put the daily chart or lower time frame, let's put the daily chart. You will see that on the spot market, because here we are talking about spot, something interesting happened on, I don't know, let's put 1 hour a little bit. Only on spot you have this week to the upside, not on futures, and I pointed out yesterday in the chat. Yeah, you had the dump and you had a big push back up. Why that happened? Can someone tell me why we have this week to the upside, back above the lows here, back above the dump? What happened here? A lot of people, exactly like Andre, they try to buy Ethereum on spot. That's why this week they try to market buy here because they saw the week, and actually they got a fill here at 4,300. Hopefully it's not about Andre. I think he got a good price for his Ethereum. A lot of people try to buy Ethereum in that dump. Yeah, and another thing, we can withdraw, let's say, withdraw from the low to the high. Look what happened. We already retested on spot. Yeah, so we have the dump, we have the pump in the same 1 hour candle, and you can see here is the long reload zone. And what we have on the long reload zone? A W. And then look what happened. We pumped. And now we are aiming out. So even here, this big candle is forming a range by itself. So we can consider this one, 4,300 and 3,400, a big range where we can play the range game. But keep in mind, Ethereum is stronger than Bitcoin. So I don't suggest you to short. I suggest to take the profit off here and wait for another dump and then reload on Ethereum. Just my 2 cents. Let's go back on daily. Okay? So thinking a range from this to this. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on daily. Well, some stupid trader draw a trend channel here. If you remember, I don't know if you remember or not. Trend channel, SFU level, pump chaser zone. Look what happened. We got in the pump chaser zone. We Wyckoff checked this level. If you didn't know about Wyckoff and Wyckoff check, you should. Look at it. It's all we did. And now we're back here. Was violent? Yes. We'll have probably a retest possible. Probable even. But this reclaim here should tell you something. Ethereum and altcoins are becoming stronger and stronger against Bitcoin. I saw in the dump some people said, well, it's over, it's gone, I better die. Things like that. I don't want to hear anything like that. I even posted in the chat, people, I'm sorry, but if you dare to tell me that you'll kill yourself or you'll do something like this because of some money, you don't belong in crypto traders arena. I don't want to help you. I don't want to have any business with you. It's just money. Money is not everything. If you think that, even think about that, please get the fuck out from crypto traders arena. It's the most honest response I'll give you. And you'll see that some people will just disappear because the messages they send me in the dump. Sorry, that's the harsh reality. I don't want people that are thinking like that. If the money is everything for you, you cannot be a trader. You cannot be someone that is treating market like a business. Maybe I'm harsh, maybe I'm not. I just don't want to deal with people like that. Simple. Go in other communities, do whatever you want. Go and chase the markets. Do exactly what you want, but please don't stay here. Sorry about the rants, people, but today they are coming. Nothing I can do about it. Friday for the VIP. Friday for premium members. I think I even said it for the public in the daily crypto plan, but I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I said smells like for December 2021, and some people, new ones, well, what happened there? Go and look at the chart. Smells fishy. It's ugly. Prepare yourself. Something is not right. Smells like for December. For December. Then at the end of the day, well, wasn't just the smell, was similar. Why I remember small for December? I lost some zeros in that dump, people. A lot of it. A lot of it for me. So I remember. I recovered. I made a lot more money since then, but I still remember. Was an expensive lesson. So because it was expensive, I could remember everything. I have it in my journal. If I'll see something similar, I'll just recognize that it's the same thing or is similar. Anyway, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Well, look at the cleanup. A, B, C, D pointing out. I said, well, to the moon. We'll look at it. 60% give me an M when they give me this. A lot of people are saying, well, no, we'll get a retest from this one, from this week. Maybe, but you think about that, this is the retest of this dump. So we had this dump, and now we just retested in the short reload zone. Let me show you something. Let's put it something like that. Can you see it? All we did, we just made a W, started a small uptrend, and the result of that uptrend is short reload zone here. Yeah, we can retest, but the longer we stay below 60%, more the probability for altcoin season are increasing, people. I was hoping for the best scenario. A clear yam here. Well, everyone is nice and fancy and we know what to do. Well, that's the crypto market. That is a crypto candle. So yeah, I'm bullish on altcoins. Yes, I don't know exactly if we have the top on Bitcoin or not. We can push higher, of course. But I'll buy Bitcoin here. I'll think about Bitcoin too much. No. I still have 20% from the bags I bought below 20K. Yeah. But that's holding. I'm not selling that bag. Not even if we'll touch back uh, the previous all-time high from the last cycle. I'll just hold that bag. Because you can see gold is increasing, Bitcoin is increasing, but maybe the fiat is going down and not the gold is pushing higher. Maybe Bitcoin is not so strong and actually the fiat is devaluating. Think about it. If Bitcoin will at some point in time will reach $1 million, and what you can do with that $1 million is to buy a car. It's about Bitcoin pushing up or the fiat going down. We value our Bitcoin against dollar. Think about it. Okay, so the dominance, as long as it's the more time it stays below 60%, more bullish I become on altcoins. Yes. You remember we said multiple times, don't chase, don't chase. Think about this one. Think about the uptrend channel. I said is well respected. Look what happened. People are saying, well, was a orange swan or black swan. Well, not quite. Look at it. Random levels, people. EM. Some EMs here on OBV. Warning signs. Some bearish divergence on RSI. We had a lot of signs. I said, I'm not thinking short. I don't have enough reasons to think short, but don't go and buy or think long on stocks and everything here. And it doesn't help me to tell, well, you're right. So what if I'm right? I'm not participating in traditional market. This was a warning sign for the people that are buying stocks. And I saw a lot of them lately, happy campers. Well, we'll buy this and we'll buy that. Well, really? Yes, it's here and you are buying now. Remember when was the end of the world? It's done. The biggest recession ever here. And now everyone is a happy camper here. If you catch yourself being bearish here and bullish here, you are part of the public. You are part of the 90% that are donating money to the 1%, to the smart money, to the big traders. No question. If you are bearish here and bullish here, you have a problem. Sorry, people, but that's the harsh reality. What is next? Well, let's form a structure here, because we don't have a structure. We can push all the way up here. We can even SFU the highs, and we can form a head and shoulder pattern here. It's possible to push higher than this, come back down, then form the right shoulder, and then to drop like a hammer next year, or in a couple of weeks or months. Today is the market is closed or semi-closed. Yeah, I don't know how the holiday is called. I think I saw it in the chat. Anyway, tomorrow I want to see how the market will react and what will happen. Gold. Well, gold is telling us that once higher. RSI in the overbought. Remember things like this, people. When you see RSI in the overbought and it's staying there, that's bullish. People say, well, RSI is an overbought, I'll short. What? Look at it. You shorted here, 3,500, and look what happened. It stayed in the overbought, and look what happened to the price. To the moon. When you see RSI in the overbought and staying there, that's bullish, that's strength, people. I hate when I see people, well, it's an overbought, I will short. Really? You are not allowed to buy if you don't have a chasing strategy, but that's a different story. Look at the OBV. Could push higher. We can make a bet who'll reach 5,000 first. Gold or Ethereum. My bad. Now you can see 4,159, 4,069. So I don't know, should be 50-50 chances. Anyway, as long as you see W's and pushing higher, respect it. Don't chase gold here, okay? Don't chase it. Silver is looking a lot better than even gold. Why? Has a target 100 higher. I don't know. When the bull market on silver will be over, will drop like a hammer, will clean everything up really fast. But until then, will pump and will pump and will pump. I think I showed you in a daily crypto plan the big chart, and we just retested that 49 level from 2010 or 2011, something like that. We are above that level. Show me a new high and I'll show you a buy. This one wants a lot higher. Total market cap. This is nice and clean. Look at it. I cleaned everything up. I don't need anything here. Look at it. It's not bearish, people. The total market is not bearish. We just cleaned up everything. We respected the support. We bounced really nicely. Yeah, we can retest some levels here, 3.5, yes. But overall, let's call it a range, expanding volatility, call it whatever you want, but we're still looking strong. Total 3. Look at the dump. In the dump, people, in the dump, I was looking at one of my KuCoin accounts where I have only spot because I'm not playing with KuCoin on leverage. I don't like it. I play leverage on Binance and other exchanges. And my portfolio in the dump, in the lows here, was almost 70% loss, potential loss. What do you think I did? I go there and start selling at 70% loss? No. I had some USDT there. I managed to get in USDC really fast, and I bought a lot more. Not less than 1 hour, portfolio was back up, only 20% loss. And now it's, I don't know, 10% loss or something. Excepting the buys I made in the dump. When everyone was DMing me, I managed to buy some. Yeah. Okay, so this is nothing bearish, it's a cleanup. Cleaned everything. Let's see. Look, people. It's nothing unusual. Imagine this dump. Everyone was bearish. Look what happened here. Let's go left even more. Look what happened here. September 2021. Okay? We dumped all the way down here. Look what happened next. We pumped a lot higher. Here, we dumped like crazy. Everyone was bearish. Look what happened. We retested, we SFU'd, we stayed here for some time, but in the end, a lot higher. In my humble opinion, on altcoins, we are something like here. At that point in time, this dump was big, people. This dump was big. Look at it. From 466 to 300. A lot of money, a lot of, this dumping is going down, it's dying. And look what happened. Something similar is possible now. So I don't want to see, well, no, this time it's different because we have wars, because the financial, they are totally different. Okay, go ahead. Someone upset me enough to tell him, well, sell the bottom if you want in VIP. Yeah. And the guy who said that is the exception made for you. You said that I'll kick you out. No, I understand the emotion behind your message, but don't get used to messages like this because next time you're out. Behave nicely if you are here, people. So that's my thinking. Something similar, people. With a retest, without no retest, it's possible to just go sideways and push higher. kind of a Dalai Lama pattern. I'm more bullish on altcoins now than I was here. Because now everything is clean. They cleaned up everything. If you are on spot, you don't have any business to worry about. You are just happy camper. If you try to play swing trades, position trades with leverage, then you deserve your fate. It's that simple. You deserve your fate if you are trying to invest with leverage. Morning, Aidan. So that's my opinion about Total 3. I think it's damn bullish here. Could take some time, could do something like this. So people, if the market will come back now, oh, Paul says that it's bullish, it's not bullish. Look at it. Could do something like this. It's possible. Also, it's possible to do something like this. I don't know what is next, people. I'm not, I don't know, crystal ball guy. I don't know the future. But look left, look at what happened where you should look. Look at when the Bitcoin topped last 2 times or 3 times. And look what happened with the Total 3, and look what happened next after the Bitcoin top. Because I'm not saying we have the Bitcoin top. But if you are before the Bitcoin top or at the Bitcoin top, altcoins should pump like crazy. Yeah? I'm not saying to go and chase altcoins on leverage or even touch leverage. But if you have all the bags like me, nothing you can do. You just hold there and wait. If you don't have altcoins, then you should get some altcoins. And we'll talk about new altcoins, old altcoins. This is now not the way a bear market is starting, people. Definitely. So, in my mind, maybe I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. I'm just a stupid trader. Either we are in the Bitcoin top, we just made the top, and that was it for Bitcoin. And from now on, we'll range and we'll dump, and you know the drill. That means we need a big pump on altcoins. Money will go on altcoins. Or we are not at the top of Bitcoin yet. That means Bitcoin will pump and will drag altcoins up. And we have a long road in front of us. Anyway, it's not bearish for altcoins. You don't have any business to play altcoins with leverage if you are not a day trader. Okay? Use spot. You'll see that you still have the coins after the dump and back up. If you use leverage, you're out. They could destroy your entire account. And a lot of people lost their money. Unfortunately, I heard some bad stories about people losing their lives. Total 3, in my view, it's a bit of range, and then we'll accept above this level. When we'll know that it's starting? When we'll close a daily candle above this level. Daily, weekly, and we can push higher. Okay, let's go on lower time frame. Because that's my overview here. This could be the top, possible. That means the Bitcoin, if it's the top, Bitcoin will come back up here. Okay, come back up here in the short reload zone, and that's it. Will dump or go sideways. I'm not saying I have the top for the moment. No way to know if we have the top on Bitcoin. Now, after the fact, after 1 month or 2 months, we can say, well, that was the top. But now I don't have a way to tell you, well, this is the top or it's not the top. If someone can tell you exactly 100%, well, that was the top, okay, go and follow that guy, just unfollow us, and let us play our setups. Because I'm playing setups, I'm playing what I see on the chart. I'm wrong 40% of the time. I honestly tell you, I don't know. I don't have a way to know if this is the top on Bitcoin or not. People, well, what's your opinion? Well, my opinion is worthless. My opinion was to pay attention to this fucking study. Simple. We have some chances here. Maybe this is the top. Let's pay attention to this trend line. Pay attention to this level. Okay, lower time frame. Lower time frame, we are like this. This is 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. Okay. This is the YAMS. This is the dump we had on Futures. A lot lower than on spot. 101 was touched here. And look what happened. We dumped. We are pumping here. And we can draw a level like this. Okay. We can draw from this low to this high. We can expect on 4-hour chart a retest here, even if the top is not here. I could hope for a dump here and a touch of 61.8, and that will be a buying opportunity for us. I'll chase here? Well, not quite. Why I'm not chasing here? Just because that is the all-time high. This is the low from the dump, and we are getting fucking close to the short reload zone. I don't want to see you people today, maybe tomorrow, maybe thinking long again when we touch 120. You know what 120 means for me? Head short. It is what it is, people. Look at the chart. It's expanding volatility here. Don't become bullish here. I prefer not to do anything here if you think will not respect the range. Wait for a clear breakout and then a retest and then to be bullish. Here is just asking for trouble. The problem is the people who are bearish here are becoming bullish here. I don't know. They don't know about the fib retracement. They don't understand the market at all. How you can do that, I don't get it. Well, that's my mechanism for portfolio hedging. I'm not teaching that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's up to you. Learn it from someone else. I'm not doing that because it's not for public. It's risky. Basically, I'm shorting Bitcoin and Ethereum. If the will dump, will compensate for the losses on spot. If you are wrong, it will cost you some money, but it's not something I'm showing to the public. Ask ChatGPT, maybe will give you an idea. Okay, so that's the thinking on Bitcoin, people. Nothing fancy. We have some W's here in RSI. Okay, we have something. Bad location to do anything. We are too damn close to the short reload zone to think long, and we are too far away from the long reload zone to think long and too close to the short reload zone to do anything. Middle of the range. Here, if I'll see something like here and I'll see an YAM at 120, either I'll hedge, even I'll take a short idea. I could take a short here. Why not? But give me a setup. General setup. Any good setup we have will be good here in the short reload zone. Probably you can see a confluence here at 78.6. Yeah. If you see the market touching, you can take the shark without any question. I'll take the shark for sure if it will happen today, because holidays, just because. Yeah. This is the shark level. This is the all-time high. Fuck it. I put it backwards. Sorry. Give me a short. Okay. So this is the all-time high. I'll take the shark on 4-hour chart. Just imagine. This is a 2-to-1. Simple. I could dump more. Okay. That will be I don't know, a bonus. But this is one of the situations when you can play the shark. Entry here, stop loss there. It's up to you, people. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't follow me for trade ideas. Okay, so that's it, Bitcoin. If, for example, we'll dump back down here in the long reload zone, then yeah, I could hunt for W's and definitely I'll think long. So my plan is pretty simple, people. Ethereum. Similar, we can draw the short reload zone. Okay, let's take the high, take the low. There you go. Close to the short reload zone. what I showed you earlier on spot, it's a bit different. Look at this chart. You can see the dump. No bounce back on futures, but if you go on Ethereum here and you put the 4-hour chart, or 1 hour maybe. Okay, let's put the both of them. Let's put 1 hour to be the same time frame. You see it? This is the dump on futures, and this is the dump and the reclaim and the pump in the spot market. And you come to me and you are telling me that it's over. Really? Anyway, if the market will dump in the long reload zone here, maybe if we're lucky, maybe Orange Man will say something stupid again. He likes to do that. Yeah? That will be a nice SFU for us. Well, yes, last week we had too many signs, people, honestly. Orange Man that is paid to say stupid things. Imagine saying a stupid thing and someone will pay you for that. A lot of money. We had Kramer, which is the best one. He said buy Bitcoin. Imagine that guy has a win rate, I don't know, close to 100%. That guy just doesn't miss it. This time was late 2 days. That's it. Exactly. That guy, when he says something, you should. That guy is the best trader ever. Honestly. People, that guy is the best one ever. Even in his smile when he says buy something, you get it that he's short already. You just understand that guy has an order just above that level and say buy to fill his order, his short order. He's the best one. I didn't saw a better trader than him. Not Paul Tudor Jones, nobody. That's the best fucking trader. Even for crypto, well, I think you can buy crypto 2 days before the dump. And if I saw it the first time, well, it's a coincidence. No, that guy is great. That's the best trader. People are thinking, well, no, he's wrong and he's stupid. Really? Even if you are stupid, you don't have that win rate, man. It's impossible. You cannot be stupid and be to have that success. Every time you say something, the market will go in the other direction. It's impossible. If you are stupid, okay, sometimes you'll miss, sometimes you'll hit. But that guy is not stupid. That guy is just making fun of the public. He has a sarcastic smile every time. Well, buy crypto. You just see it on his face. Come on. So if you have I don't know, someone to idol on crypto, on trading, it's Kramer. Study that guy, and I was honestly thinking to study that guy behavior, to see a little bit, to see how the fuck he's thinking. But he's a shit show, man. He loves to. It's too hard to stay and follow him. So I'll just take his calls. Bad for you, Sebastian. You never paid Kramer. Anyway. Half joking, but it's real. Okay, that's Ethereum here. That's my plan. We can aim out here without touching short reloads. I don't know about that. I think we'll do something like this. Wyckoff check here. Let's see what will happen. Okay? We can push deeper in the short reload zone like on Bitcoin. I said it's okay. But now I don't see an opportunity to play Ethereum and Bitcoin today. What I want from Bitcoin and Ethereum today is to give me a nice Monday range. And tomorrow we'll play around. Yeah, I know it's closed, it's holiday, but people will still trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, what we usually do is go on 4-hour chart and scan the new altcoins, because we said that this is where we find opportunities. I scanned before we started. Let's do it again. People, this is a 4-hour W trying to form here. I cannot come and tell you to buy or not to buy because it's Monday, because it's where Bitcoin is, but we are forming a 4-hour W at 78.6. And it's not the only coin I see like this. It's up to you. It's totally up to you if you'll try to play a setup here or not. But we waited a long time, yeah, when was in the top here, and I said don't chase it. I waited a long time for this location. Now all we need is a W breakout and retest. And we are forming the W. When you look on futures, when you look at these tails, most of them, they are not real, people. Most of them, they have only one tick. They just, at this price, they just sold one OG. So no volume behind these weeks. New altcoins have a nice opportunity here. Until some people will wake up and will look at the market will be gone. But that's a different story. Anyway, similar opportunity here. No W yet, but you can see we reached the shark level. I don't think we have enough consolidation to pump. We can dump lower, but nice location. This one is pumping and dumping. I'll chase this one. I'll play this one. No. This one is about CZ. CZ could, by himself, could pump and dump this one multiple times. Nah. We have an interesting location here, but nothing more than that. All over the place. Nothing I can do a coin like this. We don't have any reason to even draw a long reload zone because we accept below. Let's wait here at the low of the range. Let's wait for some W's. I don't think it's a good idea to trade this one. Aster. Finally, we reached the long reload zone, 78.6. We have a dump, but on Aster, people. Yeah, we can push a bit higher, but look at the structure. You like the structure here? I don't. Honestly, I don't. I know everyone is talking about, and yeah, we'll go do great things. I get it. Okay. I'm buying on spot slowly. But as a trader, when I look at this structure, I see A, B, C, D, and then EM, another EM, a bounce back in the short reload zone. You can see here, if you take this high, this low, this is short reload zone. Then dump again, then trying to pump again, short reload zone from this pump. Then EM, then we lost $2, and then we dumped. And what we formed in this dump, we formed a big fucking M with the neckline at 1.5, where we stopped, and we are staying there for some time. So for me, here is not a buying opportunity. On spot, yeah, dollar cost average, yes. As a trader, I want the market to retest this week low and even pushing lower. I draw the long reload zone here, and I'm waiting. I'm not chasing this one here. I'm interested in buying Aster. Yes, I am. But I'm not chasing, and I'm not doing stupid things. Doesn't matter how cool it is. Look at the hype coin. When they launched, they pumped like crazy, like this one. Oh, it's bullish. Then we dumped, and then we dumped even more. And then we decided, well, we have a bottom, let's pump. Remember that we managed to buy hype at $10 at some point in time. Similar on this one. You can see pump and dump. We tested the low. I see a W here. Actually, no. We can consider this trend line. Okay, give me a clear W the other side, but we don't have the W. We have a good location with FIB. But also we have a week which looks real here. Why? We just tested the listing price. So this tail here looks real. We can do something like this. I think that's easy to do on lower time frame if you want to be a sharpshooter. if you look at this long reload zone and look what confluence we have, if the market will dump back down here, yeah, W, and will be a W the other side of the trend line most probably. But don't chase here. Nothing I can do on this one. Nothing on this one. Look at this motherfucker. This is the coin that made me not making money on the short in the dump. Yeah, this is the coin that I had short on Bitcoin, I had short on Ethereum, short on another, even on Aster I was short in the dump, and those coins, they dumped like crazy, and this one was pushing higher. And the stop loss didn't perform, they didn't took my stop loss, and I was still in the trade. And that's why I didn't make too much money in the dump. Because honestly, how I was positioned, I was really nice position in the dump. But it is what it is. And look at it. We pumped here. What you should know, what you should notice is this is the perpetual on Binance, and any perpetual looks similar. But if I'll put this one, for example, on a futurist, on a spot market, you will see something. We don't have spot on Binance, but we have spot on MEXC, for example. Huh? And if you look at MEXC, MEXC is telling a different story. We pumped all the way up to $50. Now the prices are the same, but last night was a big difference. I was trying to do something with a small long on futurist, but no, didn't work. No, was small, really small. But look at it, something is off here. Was off. Now everything is nice and clean. And we can go all the way down. Don't think this is, well, we'll chase this one here, well, because we pumped. No, you need to wait to consolidate and give you some W's. If you look at this chart, you see one image. If you look at the other chart, you see a different image. Yeah, they are totally different. Here we have kind of a W. I'm not saying to buy this one, breakout and retest, but Ethereum we talked about. W's, like I told you, a lot of shitcoins have W's in nice location. This one had the W here and it pumped. Don't chase it. This one has a W here, it's at the neckline. It's dangerous to play these W's, people. I get it, I understand. That's why I don't recommend to do it, but in the same time, what you can trade today, beside that W, I don't know. Look at them. Let's find something we can buy. This, we have a nice location. It's hard to trade something like this because it has big wicks, big tails, but nice location. Dalai Lama W's on this one. Even Mira has a W for our chart. But even if you decide to play these W's, people, careful on total risk. You saw what could happen if you don't respect the risk. You just saw what is next, what could happen. And will happen at some point in time. You get used to it not respecting the total risk. You get used not respecting the risk. You are the best trader ever. I see a lot of people now, they are full-time traders. Really? And when something like what happened Friday happens, you realize you're not a trader actually. You don't have any money anymore, so you cannot be a trader without money. Yeah? Learn your lesson. Don't expose yourself in situation like this. Yeah? You saw Stefan, you saw me, what happened to us. Well, I lost the risk-free trades. I lost some profit. I lost some trades. But I'm okay. And everyone should be the same in crypto traders. Well, it stings a little bit. It's not nice. For me, honestly, was nice because I lost some of the trades, but I managed to buy some shit coins on spot. Really, really nice. Really nice levels. Buy this W if you like, but like I'm telling you, total risk. Watch out. W here, but looks dangerous. Similar. Look at this W here. But people, in the same time, we have to assume that they could be a fake out. So maybe you take half of the risk you usually take on total risk. This one is trying to pump, nothing we can do here. Nothing here. This one looks nice. Wait for a clear W for our chart. Looks like a big range. What we can trade, maybe an SFU of these lows. Could be an entry. Nothing we can do here. Maybe a double the other side of the trend line, but it's looking ugly now. SNX, we made a shot already, Sebastian. Last night I posted already. We'll take a look at SNX. Yeah, you're right. Good to remember. This one is trying something there. Plasma. You remember when I said I'll dollar cost average and I put a lot of orders? Well, look at my orders now. we put a lot of orders. I put a lot of orders. I don't know about you. And now I have to find lower levels to put my orders. Well, now I have a nice bag of plasma. If you don't have a bag of plasma, well, nice location here. Wait for our maybe daily W's here, and you can load up. Could dump a lot lower, at 10 cents and so on. Yeah, we don't know if we have a bottom. Probably not. I don't know. But if the entire market will start moving again, this one should pump really nicely. And the last one is another shitcoin here. I'm not chasing things like this. I'm waiting for better, bigger W's, maybe daily W's, and then we can think about buying them. People, make the difference between what I'm doing on 1 hour, yeah, and on futures, and what we do as investors. I don't want to hear that stupid thing again. Well, I'm investing, but I'll invest on futures. No such thing. Futures is for day trading. Yeah, leverage is not for investing. Wake up. If you didn't wake up Friday, I don't know if something could help you. That's the reality. Let's take a look at SNX. There you go. Really strong. We made the shot already. What I did, nothing fancy, people. Nothing. I posted some plans, and I'll respect the plans because they are my plans. I post them. Maybe some of you will find some value, but they are my plans. Yeah, look at it. Weekly W's. Of course, I bought before this dump. I didn't know about this dump. But I bought a weekly W without a stop loss. Little old lady style kind of idea. I bought a bag here. Look at we confirmed. Okay, we're fancy pantsy. Let's push it higher. If we'll go close to zero, I don't have a problem. I could take the loss. Position was calculated to zero. $1.4, $1.5. I got the shot. Now I'm risk free. This one, I think it's even in the last chance challenge list. I think it is. So, people, find weekly W's like this, go and buy, set after you got the buy order filled, immediately, but immediately go and put the short, sell half on a double order, and then just wait. It's hard to do that. Wait for weekly W's, buy the weekly W, put a sell half on a double at the double the price there, and wait. I don't think it's so hard. Stay on daily, stay on weekly. You don't have a problem with your portfolio in a orange swan event if you do that. From now on, they'll dump SNX to zero. So what? I don't care. I want to go up and make some money. Of course I want. But if we go to zero, well, I'll not be too upset. Anyway, someone says about spot. Let's see spot. Who had this one? I didn't. Yeah. I don't have something like this in my portfolio. Unfortunately. Yeah. I have a lot of other altcoins and I'm just patiently waiting. People, investment should be equal with patience. If you don't have patience, that's not investment. You buy now and you just wait. Simple. Yeah. I'm not, you say, Stefan, that is not good to keep your money on exchange. Keep some money on exchanges because when you get black or orange swan events, luckily I had some money on KuCoin. Otherwise, to transfer money on KuCoin and then to buy some shitcoins in the dip, almost impossible. I had some money on the exchange and I was able to take advantage. Yeah, not as much as I want. I didn't even try to put money on the exchange in that dump. I knew it's not working. I knew it'll take time. I didn't even try to move money from Phantom or from cold wallets to exchanges. No. But yes, indeed, don't keep the entire stack on exchanges. Keep it in a cold wallet. I prefer Ledger, but what do you use? It's up to you. Okay, I blabbed away more than 1 hour, people. I surprised myself how much I could blab away. Anyway, it's Monday, semi-holiday. Let's enjoy the time. Maybe we can find us day traders some scalps on VIP. Maybe we'll have more developments in the charts and we'll have more details. Tomorrow we'll open properly and we'll have the Monday high, Monday low. And we can day trade. For shitcoins, I think the way is up. On higher time frame, on 4-hour chart, we can retest some levels, but on higher time frame, I think altcoins from here, the only way is up. Don't make me repeat myself all over and over again. For altcoins, the way is up from now on. In the same time, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a stupid trader telling you what he's doing with his own money. Yeah? So assume responsibility for all the action you do. I'm not taking credit for your wins, but I'm not responsible for your losses. Okay? If someone is following one of my ideas and is making millions of dollars, I'm more than happy. Okay, I'm good. But I'm not taking credit for that. But if you lose your money, it's not my fault. It's your fault. It's your money. It's your responsibility. And another thing you should think about is if you are not able to take full responsibility for what you do, you cannot be a trader. Okay? You have to assume the responsibility first and then to become a trader. If in your mind, when something is happening, it's someone else's fault, you have a problem. Okay. Let's watch the market. Maybe we can make something. I'll post as usually do on... now I have my Twitter account and I'm reposting from Crypto Traders Arena. If you want to follow me, well, you can find me on Crypto Traders Arena. You can find my. I'm small, 300 followers. I prefer to be small there. I don't want to be an influencer. But I'll post on my account and retweet from Crypto Traders Arena. So. Yeah. The shots will be really nice in the next period of time, Andre. I said to stay flat on the weekend, just to wait to clear your head, to go and do something else. Now let's buy some retracement. Let's focus on trading. If you lost a lot of money, I don't know, reset yourself, take 1 or 2 days off, redo your plan, see what didn't work. And I could tell you the piece that is not working usually, is that piece from the between the chair and the monitor. Yeah, you have something there. Look what you have between the monitor of your screen and the chair. You have something in there with 2 hands, 2 eyes. That's the broken piece. Okay. Well, we can call it a live stream, no? If you have any questions, type in the chat in the next 2 minutes. If not, we can call it a live stream. No? No questions? Okay, people. Nice time to be in crypto, I'll tell you that. Okay, people. Let's call it a live stream. See you tomorrow morning in the daily crypto plan. Tomorrow will be open for public. Stefan will live stream. I will live stream. New York session will be open for all the Discord members and so on. Yeah. Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.